Good day, my name is Kimberly Guzman Rodriguez. I'm a third-year student of the Department of Chemistry in the University of Puerto Rico in the Mayagüez campus. As an assignment for English 3236 technical writing, we had to do research that involved a current problem in our society that involves our area of study. I chose an environmental one. The water pollution that is currently affecting the whole world, more specifically, how high levels of mercury affect the human health. Water pollution is a result of one or more substances built up in the water to such an extent that they cause problems that affect the health of all plants, animals, and humans. Today, the focus is on chemical pollution, or more specifically, the mercuries in our waters. Chemical waste. A kind of chemical toxin pollution comes from heavy metals, such as lead, cadmium, and of course mercury. The best known example of heavy metal pollution in our oceans took place in 1938 when a Japanese factory discharged a significant amount of mercury metal into the Minatama Bay, contaminating the fish stock there. It took over a decade for the problem to come to light, and by that time, many local people had eaten the fish, and around 2,000 were poisoned. Hundreds of those people were left dead or disabled. Which leads us to what is mercury? Mercury is a chemical element. Is commonly known as quicksilver. Mercury is the only metallic element that is liquid at room temperature. Because of this, it is used for thermometers, barometers, manometers, mercury switches, mercury relays, fluorescent lamps, and other devices. Mercury is a natural occurring metal that is combined with other elements to form inorganic and organic mercury compounds. It's also known to be a neurotoxin, and poisoning can result from the exposure to water-soluble forms of mercury or by inhalation or ingestion of any mercury. Mercury exists in many forms, as said before. Some of these are metal mercury or element mercury, inorganic compounds of mercury or organic mercury or methyl mercury, which is our focus today. These type of mercury, especially the organic one, come from different places. Here we present a graph of the most common places of disposal of the mercury. Combustion of coal and other fuses are at the highest, followed by metal mining and production of waste incineration, and last but not least, the gold mining and production, sediment production, and the chlor-alkali production, and others. Mining and industrial application of mercury have increased significantly since the Industrial Revolution. As said before, more often during coal combustion, different forms of mercury are released, and as the mercury is emitted, the wind disperses it, provoking pollution of the rainwater and spreading throughout the whole world. Here we see a diagram of the mercury cycle involving a coal-fired power plant, that it is emitting mercury in the air, contaminating the rainwater and the lake through the sewers, which all ends up contaminating the fish we use for consumption, creating a problem not only for the fish, but for us, the consumers. Right here we have another diagram of how mercury contamination spreads throughout the fishes and increases in the amount every time a fish eats another fish that will end up in the consumption of a fish by a human being. In Puerto Rico, a smart at a smart mercury disposition measurements are rare in tropical latitudes, but a study made in the from year 2005 to the year 2012 reported the mercury disposition measurement at the tropical wet forest at Luquillo Mountains, northern in Puerto Rico. Despite receiving Despite receiving unpolluted air of the Atlantic Ocean from the northeasterly trade winds during 2 complete years, the site reported about 30% more mercury disposition than Florida and the Gulf Coast, that are currently the highest disposition area in the U.S. These high mercury depositions rates are driven in part by high rainfall that is highest during the summer and lowest during the winter dry season. The mercury found in the water is methylmercury or organic mercury, and its exposure most commonly occurs when people eat kinds of fish or shellfish that have high levels of methylmercury in their tissues. Methylmercury is a powerful neurotoxin, and people exposed to high levels may experience adverse health effects that can cause permanent damage to the brain, kidney, stomach, and intestine. In infants, the womb can be exposed to methylmercury when their mothers eat fish and shellfish containing such mercury. This exposure can adversely affect the unborn infant's growing brains and nervous system. This system may be more vulnerable through the methylmercury than the brains and nervous system of an adult. Some of the overall symptoms are personality change, uh, such as irritability, shyness, nervousness, tremors, changes in vision, deafness, muscle incoordination, loss of sensation, difficulty in memory, nausea, diarrhea, severe ulcers, and of course, if any of these are experienced, you must visit your physician. What can we do? We, as a society, can take action in helping reduce water pollution by using environmental friendly detergents, not pouring oils down drains, reducing pesticides, and keep our rivers, sea, and beaches clean, etc. As a community and countries, we can fight to pass laws that will make pollution harder and the world less polluted. Working together, we can make pollution less of a problem, and by extension, making it a healthy place for every plant, animal, and humans. Um, we can also open people to the knowledge of the problem that is pollution, because, well, of course, coal combustion cannot be fight by us as individuals, but us as a community maybe it can be. And by extension, we can keep our lakes clean, keep our fish healthy, and keep ourselves healthy. Making a change. We can keep the environment of our waters, the environment and our waters clean so that the plant, animals, and humans remain healthy. And as said before, by making people aware of the problem, we may have a chance of fighting this and making our waters and our body healthier. We just need to spread the word about pollution, not only by mercury exposure. Mercury exposure is not the only kind of pollution that is affecting the water that can affect us. There are other type of exposures that can affect the fish that we consume. Of course, in this PowerPoint presentation, our focus is on the mercury exposure, but the awareness depends on us. We spread the awareness, we can make the world a healthier place. Here are some of the references I use for this PowerPoint presentations. I hope you find it you enjoyed my presentation, my video, and thank you for listening. Please spread the word.